A young boy was asked, when you finish school, what do you want to do? I want to get a degree in a local university. Then after university, what do you want to do? I want to get a very well-paid job. Then after that, what? I want to make big money, to become a millionaire by the age of 25, like Joe Lau. What do you want to do after making such big money? Travel around the world, enjoy life. And then, after that, get married, have a big family, 3 boys, 4 girls, 1 priest, 1 nun, 1 doctor, 1 lawyer, 1 businessman, 1 chef, and 1 kung fu master. What will you do after that? I retire early lah. What? Early retirement, no plan to join politics like Kyrie, PKR Rafiji, the DAP, Tony Pua. We need young, intelligent people like you. No lah, politics not my cup of tea. Malaysian politics very dirty lah. Then what do you want to do after your early retirement with all your millions in the bank? Well, take a good rest, spend much time with my family. And then what? I don't know. But you die. Hey, come on lah, don't ask me silly questions lah. Of course I will die lah. Sisters and brothers, in this conversation, the young man had to be reminded that he would die. His main preoccupation was with all the things he would have to do during life. It didn't struck his mind that one day he has to depart from this life. And many people are like him. For us Christians, the same holds true for our spiritual lives, our relationship with God. Many admit that they were so busy in the early part of their lives that they don't have time for God, for loving fellowship and loving service. They were busy building up their careers, or so busy with so many things that their spiritual lives were not high in their list of priorities. But as they went by, they begin to realize more and more the life here is passing, that we are passing through, and that the ultimate purpose of life, as we learned in our catechism class, is to know, to love, and serve God and our neighbor. And only this will give us true and lasting peace and happiness. And that is why generally many only become more prayerful and spiritual when they grow old and become members of SFA's Silver Liners group. We all know the first commandments. You shall love the Lord your God. You shall not have strange gods before me. For many, it takes a long time, perhaps half a lifetime, to see that they had in fact many false gods, and God was losing out. We are familiar with this saying, but I don't hear it so often now in the past. The life begins at 40. But we cannot say that our spiritual life, our relationship with Jesus begins at 40. Because the moment we were baptized, we become children of God. We become Jesus' missionary disciples. But many people do wait until the 50s or 60s before they take Jesus and their effective Christian living seriously. So whenever we shared about making time for God, for loving fellowship and loving service, they will say, not now lah, later. Now very busy. Many years ago, I visited a church member in the hospital, a young man in his early 40s, very well established in his career. He was diagnosed with cancer. Of course, at that stage, you were bargaining with God. And so he told me, Father, now I realize what is really important in life. If God heals me, I will make time for God, for my family, for church service. And one church member realized that he has been wasting his life until he attended a Bible course in the parish. The Bible, B-I-B-L-E, gives us the basic instructions before leaving earth. And so Jesus says in today's gospel, see that you are dressed for action and have your lamps lit. Be like men waiting for their master to return from the wedding feast, ready to open the door as soon as he comes and knocks. And happy are those servants whom the master finds awake when he comes. It does take many people a long time, even half a lifetime, before they are ready for action and have their lamps lit. Many need a painful crisis or tragedy to wake them up and prompt them to take Jesus and their Christian faith, their effective Christian living seriously. The Lord Jesus will suddenly come. When we don't know, the Lord comes unexpectedly into our lives every day through events and people we meet. But the ultimate, unexpected coming of the Lord in our lives is at the moment of death. Generally, I find most of our Christians are not prepared and ready for death. They are not able to say, welcome, sister death. The fear is still there. How can we prepare and be ready for this ultimate encounter with the Lord at the hour of our death? Sisters and brothers, for me, the answer is simple. Just cultivate the 8 habits of effective Christian living. Live them here and now. Don't wait until you reach 40s, 50s, 60s, or retirement age, and then join the SFA Civil Liners Club before you take Jesus and your effective Christian living seriously. Don't be like that church member who regretted that he had been wasting his life until the day he attended a Bible course in the parish, which shows him basic instructions before living earth. So sisters and brothers, are you ready for the Master's return?